Welcome everyone to Aurora Overwatch Clash, Season 11, Week 5. We have a game today between the Match Time Dreamers and Copenhagen Cats. First map, we are going to Rialto, and it's going to be a Diva ban as well as a Jetpack Cat ban.
That it will be. Thanks for introducing me, Matt. By the way, everybody, it is Tommy Slat here as well, along with Matt. But I think Matt doesn't like me, so.
My bad, my bad. We'll make sure to
Not,
do that next map. I always
I'm
forget that
just
part.
kidding. I'm just messing with you. But I'm excited to see here what the match time dreamers and cats are gonna pull out. Um, I know we had a incident where cat was AFK, but looks like they're on support here. So let's
Yep.
see what we're gonna roll out with. Looks like we got a has comp with Farah, Cass, Kiri, Ana. So they're running like double flex support on here, which honestly I'm not mad at, especially on this map here. Um, I see the
Got
vision
those
for,
high grounds to work with.
mm-hmm,
Hard to reach
especially
those guys.
especially where Sandy is playing right now. It's a great spot for Ana to just pop shots in and whatnot.
Going in here, it's gonna be egg roll on the signature wrecking ball. Getting poked out a little bit.
I was unfamiliar with Eggroll's game. I didn't realize that he was a ball player.
I haven't seen too many cat games, but I feel like I remember seeing that egg roll was a big ball player. So I'm interested to see how this goes. It's always a joy to see the wrecking ball players pulling off all the tech and stuff.
Yep, and it looks like we're gonna give a bit of cart space, get it around this second corner here. Danny Max just holding the high ground. Gonna get a nice little engage from ball.
Yeah, egg roll, slam onto the Danny Mac. Danny Mac kind of in the whole red team there. The whole Copenhagen Cats team will actually go down right away. So that's good awareness from the Cats there, just to kind of isolate Danny Mac.
Yeah, either good play by the cat or maybe Danny Mac might have misclicked, misinputted or something. Um, we did get a trade though from the Match Time Dreamers, and they're actually gonna pick up a
Ooh.
second here.
We're gonna go down to the far from January. So this might be a reset from these Copenhagen Cats as they're down in numbers here. Egg roll, just putting out a little bit more poke, but yeah, it will be a disengage from the Cats.
Yeah, disengage here, and they're gonna jump on this venture here. So
Oh,
Freelish is gonna go down again.
so it's really
Free
good
low
throw there.
shine.
Oh,
Boy,
Space Maker.
I just
Space Maker
realized this
finds
is
Screw.
Free Low Shine. Who is Free
Free
Low
low
Shine?
shine.
Do we know who that is?
I don't
Okay, I
know.
know who Lil Shine is. I know who Lil Shine is, but I don't know who. Okay, Ari goes
Okay.
down. Okay.
All right. Both teams now engaging. Back in the spawn. Danny Mac's gonna get away from now. Suzu comes out from Match Time Dreamers. So it might be an opportunity for these cats to get a little bit of a momentum going here. Errol kind of just marked out there, taking a lot of damage early on. So not going to be able to find anything in the barrage from January. Just a ton of damage. Eggroll going to fall to that ultimate there. 5v4 in favor of these Dreamers. January
Yeah.
finds another late pick.
Yeah, trying to get a pick onto the back line there. I see Lupinus trying to jump to Ana. But good turnaround from January.
Oh, Mel. Oh, no. Mel going to fall off the map, unfortunately. And it looks like we're going to be getting a pause going in here after this fight turns off. So might just be a disconnect rather than an actual an actual fall off the map there. So
Slipping on banana peels mid-match.
yeah, it's just
So
kind of
far though,
been, yeah, it's kind of been these match time dreamers in the driver's seat so far.
yeah, it looks like aside from that, just that one misplay from Danny Mac, and even then they were still able to stabilize, get a couple picks. Aside from that, Match Time Dreamers looking in control. They've got just like two fights here.
Yeah,
Um, and with this spawn, like with this respawn coming back in, you lose the Mizuki ult. So
that's true. That is
it's like
true.
not looking too good for the cats, but I'm hoping to see we get some value out of mines. Maybe we build a Freya ult here really quick. Bubble can get a huge stun, get some kills, and we can get the map moving.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to probably this minefield and bubble from Eggroll and Cat to get something going here. But you are playing into so many ultimates from these match time dreamers, so it's gonna be really tough. If they can manage to stack them in such a way to deny, they're just gonna have a super big ult advantage for these last fights. So
Yeah. Feel like the cats are gonna have to get a little silly here with their ults and
definitely,
get some big value. Maybe have Ari go on a Freya flank and use Bola, surprise the back line, get two maybe, something like that will put him in a good spot. Because we do have
Yep.
double support ults coming out, so it's gonna be tough,
Going,
but not impossible.
yep. We're going back into it. Egg roll rolling over on top. It's a Danny Mac. Oh, but January just finds Ari right away. So it's gonna be these cats on the back foot once again. As January is coming up huge here in these fights.
Yeah, and he's looking for root loop in this here. Might get a third.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
he's January's farming. He might get a. He definitely should get another barrage here before the point ends. So
Oh yeah, 70%. It's gonna be really tough now. It's gonna be a swap from Eggroll actually onto the Malga, so maybe looking to just kind of put a little bit more pressure onto the front line. Maybe kind of force out Danny Mac a little bit more. They are gonna give away that Wrecking Ball minefield. Rush comes out from Mistletoe. Danny gonna look to engage on the backline here. Gonna find Mel already. Nano Boost comes out from Sandy. Sandy will get traded, but the trades are super in the favor of these Match Time Dreamers. They did have to use both support ults. Oh, but Rue, with the res in the backline, is manages to find Space Maker, so it's not so clear. It is a 3v5 as these Copenhagen Cats have the respawns back. And Raj comes
gonna
out
come out from January, but he does get traded. So this actually could be a fight win here. The Match Time Dreamers invested a lot in that last fight.
They did. They don't have any support ults. Bubble comes out from from Cat. Doesn't manage to find any knockdowns, but gets a little bit of space from it. And it's kind of just a dry fight. They have these High Noon from Space Maker able to maybe look for something here. Gonna go out into main, kind of zoning out these Cats a little bit. And manages to find Egg Roll, so that's gonna be the tank down from these Cats. Danny Mac on a point, putting out big pressure. Ari gonna go down as well. Finds a slash on a Cat. Cat's super low, and it's just Danny Mac just kind of standing on point, putting out so much pressure as well with the Pharah. January finding the pick onto Mel, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah, it was really tough there, man. I'm so unfortunate for Mel because I feel like if they had whatever support ult going into that last fight, we could be looking at them pushing it into second point right now. You know, pushing through.
Definitely. The loss of that Mizuki ult is pretty unfortunate. Able to deny like a barrage.
A
Those
million
engages from
even.
Danny Mac. Yeah, and High Noon. So
We're gonna
just an
see.
unfortunate disconnect.
I've seen points like this held before, so I'm not doubting the Cats at all. If there's any map you can do it on, it's definitely a map like Rialto. We see these first point holds all the time, so I think
For sure,
depending
for
on what
sure.
comp they roll out on, how they can make any adjustments, maybe try to mark the far a little bit better. Um, we can see a first map hold here, and the Cats can come out on top. With that being said, though, Match Time Dreamers looking scary.
Definitely. It's gonna look like a pretty poke heavy comp from the Cats now. As they roll out on this Sig Emray double flex support. Is that a flex support?
Yeah,
Yeah. Zen Ana, so super greedy backline, but it might just be what you need to kind of put a wall into this push.
yeah, I could definitely see it, especially with Discord onto the has, hit a sleep on him, made him, rock him, boop him with Venture. I can definitely see
Yeah.
the vision here.
Ooh, are gonna get marked out pretty early from Dynamac. Hiding kind of on an
Also
angle
doesn't
there.
flow.
Dynamac goes into the high grounds. Rock goes wide, but Suzu
TP
comes out.
Suzu comes out
Oh,
early.
Mistletoe just kind of gets caught out a little bit there.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunate use of Suzu and TP there from Mistletoe. It's gonna send them back to spawn. But Match Time Dreamers are still pushing card around. As long as you're pushing
Yeah.
card on escort, you're winning the fight.
A pretty big wall onto Eggroll. Puts out a little bit of pressure there. But Dynamac will be disengaging, waiting for that Kiriko respawn.
Yeah, we're looking at Cass take a little angle here. It's gonna get marked out by Sig pretty quickly. Ari sitting on that now. Does get the flash ring to come out, and in the meantime, Danny Mac goes in.
Ooh, big sleep onto Dynamac.
Yeah.
That will be the tank falling there. And
Yep.
Rue in the kill feed manages to find two late picks. It will be a trade from January onto Ari though, so
Yeah. Pretty good trade. Ari should get back though before anything crazy happens.
yep.
We're coming up on a Rue in his ultimate here. That I don't even know what that ultimate's called. But the Emery
I'm
ult.
trying to think. Emerald, yeah, that's probably the best way to call it. I don't remember either. Egg roll stepping on the cart, finds a rock on a Danny Mac.
Oh my god.
Well, but egg roll just taking so much damage.
And here comes out the override protocol
There we go.
from Rue Lupin. Drops really low. And
Big damage on the mistletoe.
Yeah, Ari's gonna be the one to get the kill onto the Ana. But January and Danny Mac gonna clean these kills up on the back line and look to push Cardin all the way. I don't know if Ari's gonna be able to touch here.
Doesn't look like it. Downpour comes on to egg roll, and it's gonna be no one able to touch. So match time Dreamers, dominant first match, all things considered.
Yeah, definitely dominant. Barely took an ult fight for them to push it in. They're looking like the clear favorites that entire time for that map at least.
Yeah, January going 18-1 that map. So well played from the match time Dreamers, looking to claim a win after some unfortunate losses.
Gonna get a look at the cards here. Mistletoe with the 10 negative effects cleansed. 13 final blows from January. Rue with the almost 6k damage and 5k damage healing done from Cat.
January claiming that MVP there. Very well played. Well, that will be all for map 1. We're gonna go to a break, and we will see you guys all in the next game. Welcome everyone to Aurora Overwatch Clash Season 11, Week 5, Map 2 of the Match Time Dreamers versus the Copenhagen Cats. I am Met, joined by Tommy Slat, and we're going into
Whoa.
King's Row.
Big introduction from Matt. We do have a venture
A,
ban on the side of the Match Time Dreamers, and then a JQ ban from the Copenhagen Cats. So we'll see what they're gonna play here.
yeah, it's gonna be a Danny Mac on the hazard again. And this looked super good last map, so I'm expecting big things again. As they put out a lot of pressure onto this Egg Rosaria. Just trying to deny this guy making any space. Ooh, and deny they will, as Arya's gonna go down first on the Cats. So pretty good start from these Match Time Dreamers, all things considered.
Oh my god, Mel with the res, and they're gonna be able to take another fight here, but Ari drops low instantly as Danny Mac is actually gonna be the first one traded out.
Yeah, Danny Mac just kind of gets caught out there. A lot of damage going on there. I think this Eggroll high charge Zarya is just able to beam that guy down. Plus the combination of the Vendetta bubble. Classic tag team there. Manages to find that first pick onto the tank. So, really quick capture actually here from the Cats. All things considered, looking pretty good.
Yeah, and I feel like this comp is always like just like a pretty solid comp as Ari just picks one with the double fire strike.
Yeah. The Vendetta Zarya. If you don't really know like how to deal with this kind of a comp, it can just kind of run through teams.
Yeah.
And it will be a trade on the back line, but it's a 4v4 in favor of these Cats right now as the cart just keeps moving along.
Yeah, both Vendettas able to get their own there, but I think it's gonna favor the side of the match or the Copenhagen Cats as they're still pushing cart. They're gonna have an ult advantage here with the Vendetta strike coming out.
It's gonna be a swap onto the Reaper from Spacemaker. So a lot of flex DPS pressure here from these Match Time Dreamers looking for it. Window comes out, but big anti-nade onto 3 players from Sandy. Nano Boost comes down into Danny Mac and it's just gonna force everyone back outside of the choke. So there's no trades, but oh, there actually is a trade. January manages to find Rue at the end of that fight. And another huge nade comes out onto the backliners. Danny Mac and Sandy just manages to clean up really nicely there.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that's such a good kite from the Cats to get Nano out with just window and then live and maybe re-engage with like the Vendetta ult, but unfortunately they were the first ones to go down.
Sandy's just really good angles on these anti-nades. Ton of pressure.
Yeah,
Both teams
the
looking to
wall's
step
gonna
up
come
here.
out.
Wall on the choke. Vendetta ult from January. Doesn't manage to find a target, but it's gonna force out that space. Oh, it's gonna be a trade of backliners.
No.
Huge ultimate trade. Grab is big from Eggroll though. And it's just gonna be Spacemaker in the backline. Sandy. Open a dream. Nade goes out, but it's not gonna be. Well, Ari's gonna fall super low, but no trades.
No trades around here, and unfortunate Kitsune Jax from Mistletoe. I don't know if you noticed, but
Oh, I didn't know.
got caught out by the Cats there. Danny Mac's gonna force out Ari pretty early here. Ari still hasn't ulted, so we still have this ultimate on deck here.
Yeah, and this could come up really big as these Match Time Dreamers have to contest here. Everyone's gonna get forced out into the corner. Slash comes out, doesn't find a target, but ton of space in the favor of the Cats at the moment. Blossom does come up from Spacemaker here. Ton of damage out onto Ari, and the downpour. The downpour is big, finds Mel in the corner. So that's gonna be
Danny Mac
first
coming
pick.
really low here.
Danny Mac. Can he escape? Nano Boost.
Nano.
Nano Boost to save his life. And this is looking like Match Time Dreamers. Good downpour, good Nano Boost from the support and tank.
And Sandy's having a great Ana game here, so really good stuff from the Ana.
Yeah, Sandy actually with the most kills in the lobby. Well, tied with Arya, but 10 kills on the Ana.
He's going crazy. He's got a lot of damage too, so. Got this headshot perk. He's gonna be able to pick out Mel too off rip.
That's a really, really good
Big
pick.
impact plays yet again from Sandy.
Yeah, and if you're the Cats, you really can't do too much here. Down your Mercy player. They will just be chilling around on the corner, waiting for their respawn to come back.
Farah almost gets a pick onto the Ana there, but able to grab the Mega, rotate back to main.
Oh, Rue goes in with the barrage. Manages to put out a lot of damage onto Danny Mac. But they will be managing to kite a little bit. But Mistletoe takes so much damage. And that's going to be 2 picks in the favor of the Cats here. The rush does come out from Cats. So you do take that a little bit as the cart isn't moving yet. You might have a little bit more to work with. No, Spacemaker will go down late. So this is probably going to be the end of the second point hold from these Match Time Dreamers. Danny Mac trying to block. Now we'll go down pretty short after there.
Yeah, and we're gonna have a Grav and Vendetta ult coming out here from the side of the cat, so they can look to ult combo this here. Hopefully wait out the Suzu and get a big fight win here.
Yeah, I'm big in favor of this ult bank for the
Oh my
Cats.
god, Mistletoe.
Mistletoe manages to find the Pharah there. Will be a big res onto the Pharah from Mel though, so 5v5 once again. Suzu comes out from the Match Time Dreamers, and that's their target, or that's their trigger there to go with a grab, and it's a super huge combo. Just slices through everyone in that Graviton Surge. Ari manages to find 3 in that kill. That's gonna be a giant fight win.
There's that combo we were talking about. Suzu unfortunately mistimed by Mistletoe there, so unlucky. Gonna come out with Nano here though.
Nano to re-engage. Manages to find the Mercy. Slash comes out onto the cat, or onto cat, sorry. And that's gonna be big kills in the favor of these Match Time Dreamers. Downport does go down there as well, so it was a lot of ults used, but you do manage to secure the defense.
Yeah, and it's not like, well, actually, I was gonna say the Cats don't have much here, but they do have a barrage incoming. So if Rue's able to force Suzu out of Mistletoe again and look for a barrage onto somebody, it'll be big here.
Yeah, if I had to guess, they're probably talking about their go button. Look for that Suzu. We're looking for that barrage. It'll be Rue going up onto the high ground, receives the bubble. Taking a lot of space here. Oh, but they're probably looking for it. Just maybe a little too ahead there. Rue and Mel gonna get taken down. So, Cat's on the back foot now. And Egg Roll is also going to fall down late, so that is going to be a big fight win for these Match Time Dreamers, as they now have to swap onto the Wrecking Ball to touch here. Rush comes out kind of as a desperation. Ari manages to find the touch. High Noon comes out though. Suzu and the ults are so in favor of the Copenhagen Cat, or sorry, for the Match Time Dreamers, as it's just the ball on the point. We'll get taken down shortly after. Rue to fall in the sky. And that is going to be a 3rd point hold for the Match Time Dreamers. So, pretty good thing. All things considered. Tommy Slat did step away for a moment, so it's just gonna be me on the cast. Just the Met cast you guys get to enjoy. And yeah, that was a pretty dominant, a pretty even match, honestly. The 3rd point Kings Row can be pretty tricky to full cap, especially if you don't get the momentum going right away. So I don't think you're too disappointed if you're the Copenhagen Cats. You did get a pretty nice 1st and 2nd point, so not too bad. Not too bad from both teams. Looking at the comps on the defense here from the Cats, it will be a Sigma swap from Eggroll. Also looking at the Emray from Rue as well. Vendetta once again from Ari, and it'll be the Mercy Kiriko. Signature Mercy from Mel. On the side of the Match Time Dreamers, we're looking at pretty much the same thing here. January on to that Pharah. I think that was the Venture mirror or the Vendetta mirror last time. This will be a Pharah this time from January. Signature hazard from Dynamac once again. Looking for them slashes here. Will be the match time Dreamers stepping up here. Egg roll on the high ground. Dominant position in from the Sigma. Oh, but Rue Lupinus manages to find a giant pick right away onto January. It's kind of that power of that Emre Mercy pocket, if you think about it. Just kind of, it can't really stand in the air. So, will be a reset from the Match Time Dreamers. Rock goes wide from Egg Roll. So, Sigma cooldowns are forced out there. Will be the Cats kind of on the back foot a little bit, as they kind of had to give up all their space, and with a pretty big wall from Dynamac there, they will find the tank of Egg Roll. It is a good trade from Ari onto the Ana of Sandy, but then another pick comes out from Match Time Dreamers. 4v3 in favor, as Dynamac steps up pretty far to just deny these touches. And this is looking like another pretty fast cap of the attacking team here. Dynamac slashes in and just manages to one-shot Cat. Eggroll will be touching onto the point, but you wonder if you really wanted to hold that corner rather than getting that last-minute touch there. And Dynamac is up in the front line, might be able to find these further staggers. No,
So sorry, Matt. I had to leave you casting by yourself there, but I'm back.
all good, all good. Welcome back, welcome back. It is a first cap from the Match Time Dreamers.
Yeah, I did see that. I saw Dynamac. He was actually going kind of crazy on the Has there, able to get the pick onto the Sig and follow up, keep engaging on that back line. Kills the Kiri or one of the supporters there, so really good plays from Dynamac here.
Okay. Expect that from your champ player, able to one-shot them support players. Override Protocol comes out from Rue. Response from Spacemaker. Oh, manages to find the dead eye onto the Emery in the sky. And that's going to be the Match Time Dreamers with 3 picks here. Probably some late staggers onto Eggroll and Mel. Rock does go out onto Dynamac, so they might escape, and it looks like they will. So really good disengage from the tank and the Mercy there.
Oh, and the far actually just the one that dropped solo, but January able to get topped back up. And we're still gonna have Downpour, Barrage, Rush. Both support us. Should be a pretty easy fight win here for the Dreamers.
Yeah, this is gonna be so tricky. The Nano Barrage comes out onto January, so much damage onto the tank and the support line. Mel with the Valkyrie and the cart manages to stall for a little bit longer, but Match Time Dreamers gonna take that second point pretty convincingly.
Yeah, and they're rolling in with 5 minutes left to cap third. Still doable if you're the Cats. Got a rush coming up here, and you get a pick from Rulupin is there, and you never know.
Yeah. If you can't get the momentum going on the 3rd point King's Row, it can be pretty hard to push through the chokes. So, really good pick from Spacemaker there onto that. Sorry, that was not Spacemaker. What am I saying? From Rue onto that Pharah.
Oh my god, big rock.
Huge rock onto Dynamac. Both rushes come out onto the point, but without your tank here, it's probably just lights out for these Match Time Dreamers. Egg roll.
Spacemaker trades one, but what a clutch rock from Egg Roll there.
Yeah.
You had the ult there, the Downpour ult there, and you can potentially make a play there, but it's just completely out of the equation when the rock hits.
Yeah. Super well played here.
And it looks like Dynamac is setting up for this Downpour here. He's going to come in from this window up here and look for it, but they're already shooting him out, so.
Still looking for it. Slash onto Ari there. Gonna take a lot of damage. Won't go down just yet. Flux in response to the engagement from the Egg Roll. Doesn't manage to find a target. High Noon goes out from Spacemaker. But Blizzard from Rue Lupinus manages to just completely zone out everyone. And yeah, that is going to be another pretty good fight win for these Cats.
Yeah, good hold so far, but this is what I'm kind of worried about, is that the Match Time Dreamers are going to come up here with three ultimates, and they might be able to just press Q and push the bot in or push the payload in.
Yeah.
So,
You got that nano barrage combo once again. That was so dominant on second point.
and you still have
So,
downpour. So unfortunately, it's gonna have to be like a big bola play here, and it's not the best ult that you want to bank on.
Nano does go out into Danimac in response to the bullet shot. Danimac putting out a lot of pressure in the backline. Downpour goes out, manages to find two
Yep.
in January in combination. Eggroll and Rue gonna just kind of stall to the point a little bit longer, but the touches are gonna be so difficult. Ari will swap onto the Vendetta to try and get a little bit of a speed going here, but Danimac is on that angle. Will be a huge nano onto the Vendetta from Mel though, and manages to find Mistletoe. So, oh, but no one touches the cart.
Yeah.
No one touches the cart.
Yeah, it was really good hold there from the Cats, but unfortunately, like I said, they just had so many ults going into that last fight there that they can layer it, and they did layer it pretty well. They go in with Nano first, then they go in with they continue following up with the downpour, and then they finish off there at the end with the barrage onto the Ana there. So
Yeah.
really good plays from the Dreamers here, and I'm scratching my head thinking about who this MVP potentially might go to. I think Sandy had a really good defense there, and also, or sorry, a really good attack with the nades. Or
Yeah.
sorry, a really good defense with the nades, and then on attack was solid throughout the whole push as well.
Really
Danny
good
Mac was a
nano
little bit more
timing.
of the playmaker there on that attack for the Dreamers, but yeah, and also January's just been solid this whole time, so
It,
really
it's
good
it's a
stuff.
hard one to choose. It's
Yeah,
a
we've
hard
got a
one to
few options
choose.
here.
Well, that will be map 2. Favor the Match Time Dreamers. We will join you guys after a short break for the next map. right, welcome everyone to Aurora Overwatch Clash Season 11 Week 5. Once again, I am Met, joined by Tommy Slat, and we are going to Esperanza.
Yeah, looking at the comps here, we're gonna see something a little bit different from the side of the Cats. We've seen the ball, but we have not seen, I don't think, the Moira and Sombra. So, looks like they're trying to go all in, balls to the wall, trying to make play super aggro and maybe make the match time Dreamers make some mistakes. And then in
Yeah,
contrary,
all in deathmatch.
yeah, on the contrary side, we have the Queeno, the infamous Danny Mac Queen.
It'll be pause comes out right away. But yeah, Danny McQueen. Haven't seen it all this game as it was. I think it was banned out on the King's Row. So it'll be a chance for Danny Mac to prove why he's so notorious on this hero.
Oh, I can tell you, he's notorious on that hero. I've had to experience it firsthand, and it was not a good time.
Not a good time for the enemy team. We will be going back in. Danny Mac looking to step on the cart here. Will get hacked out by the Sombra. And Eggroll is going in deep into this backline. Will get sleeped and anti-nated, so we'll go down. It is a trade onto Mistletoe, so 4v4. And Ari is coming up big on this venture here now. Managed to find, is that a 5k?
Some light for
My
the
goodness.
for the Cats there. Really good play though. Even though you traded out your ball, so many resources went into that Sombra was able to sneak in behind, and Ari was able to sneak in, or not sneak in, just dig in on the venture and get his pick. So good play there. That's exactly what they were looking for with this comp, and if they keep doing that, we can have a potential game-changing map here.
Yeah. Tempo changer here. It will be Danny Mac looking to step up here with his team, as Mel's going to take a lot of damage from that initial engage. Kind of getting caught in the fray a little bit here. Big knife goes out into the back line, so Mel super low, but Eggroll in the midst of this all manages to find both supports. So a lot of pressure in the front, but just kind of gets that angle from the ball engage, manages to find the backliners.
Yeah, big slam from Eggroll there, and we're gonna get butt scratch here. January is gonna actually swap to the Tracer here, so I like this trade. You can mark out Sombra really well on the Tracer. You can mark the ball a little bit better as well. Still playing into that Mizuki and Moira might be a little bit difficult, but you're not playing a hit backline here, so it should be good.
Both teams not having too many ults. We do have that Ari venture ult here, so Cat gonna go get traded out pretty early. Ari goes with the tectonic shock. Managed to put out a ton of damage.
Freddy Fazbear there too.
But January manages to find the timing, finds the Mizuki, but Freddy Fazbear will fall. So it is a trade of Mizukis. It's not so clear. Danny Mac managed to find Ari as well, so Match Time Dreamers finding the better of the trades in this fight, and we'll be able to get the cart moving back towards the middle here.
Yeah, with that being said though, really good push from the Cats here, and they got it past butt scratch. They got it to 85 meters, so we're looking good as Rulupinus is sneaking around the Sombra on the high ground. They're gonna do some poke damage.
Yep. Danny Mac though, the shout and the axe just manages to find Mel super early. It will be the coalescence from Cat, but Cat also falls in the fight. Freddy Fazbear will get traded, but it's just Eggroll on the point now versus 4 angry Match Time Dreamers, and they will go down to the Tracer from January. So that's going to be Match Time Dreamers, another pretty good fight win. They didn't have to use any ults, so...
Yeah, but they do have to fight into this EMP here, which can be, depending on how big it is, can be fight win for the Copenhagen Cats.
Yeah, EMP into the minefield, that combo, maybe. Looks like they're looking for, trying to get this spot from getting the forward spawn. EMP as well as the minefield goes out. Danny Mac kind of zoned out in the back line, but goes out with the rampage. Manages to connect onto onto that Mizuki, and they will be managing to get the forest spawn.
Yeah, huge rampage there from Danny Mac to answer the EMP after stabilizing in that little room there. And they're able to win the fight. But Rulupinus, just being a rat on the Sombra here, does get traded out. But Freddy Fazbear goes down. And honestly, I'm taking that trade if I'm the Cats.
Yeah, really good trade right there. It'll be hard to get this lead now that you're down your Mizuki. And it's going to be a swap onto the Mauga. Rush, and then get response by the, oh my gosh, so many ults going out in the middle at this point here. So many trades, but it's looking like the Cats are going to come out ahead of that. Both support ults came out, or one Kiri ult in response to that Mizuki.
Yeah, honestly, big Sanctuary from Mel there is able to just negate that Kitsune rush, which was honestly a good rush. After the slam comes in, Amaga's like overstepping a little bit, but huge Sanctuary there pretty much makes that rush kind of non-existent.
Rush just kind of completely denied here. Will be egg roll stomping into the back line. Sanctuary in response from Freddy Fazbear this time, so it's looking like the Cats are going to have to disengage a little bit here. But Ari's kind of stuck in the back line. Mel in the front line here. Going to fall to Mistletoe. Looks like Ari will live with their life. Putting out a ton of pressure onto Freddy Fazbear. Will be Cat getting traded by Dynamax, so it's looking like a 4v3 right now in favor of these Match Time Dreamers. Mistletoe will go down though, but this bot is still moving.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter how this fight goes. The Cats are getting progress. Dynamax and Sandy trying to fight. It looks like it has stopped now, but it's just so many different fights going on. Deathmatch sort of engagements going on. It's like there's 3 different fights going on. Match Time Dreamers will get the bot secured once again, but you ended up getting like 30 meters or something there.
Yeah, something that you wish you could take back, but honestly, that's in the past. We gotta focus on what we can do now if we're the Dreamers.
Yep, they are coming up on this. They do have this Queen ult as well as another Kitsune rush from Sandy. So it'll be up to them to see if they can do something. Coalescence comes out from Cat. Oh, super well timed Rampage from Dynamac manages to get out of the cage here. It's on to pretty much everyone from these Copenhagen Cats. Sandy with the Kitsune Jax, unfortunately, so not so clear who's going to win this now as the trades are coming in the favor of the Copenhagen Cats. Dynamac managed to stabilize a little bit, finds egg roll, will get traded out, so it's a 2v2 on the point now. Recall forced from January. As Mel falls super low, so Tracer puts out a lot of pressure. Mel will fall, and it's just Rue on the point now, falling super low. Mora is back, so a 2v2 once again, but looks like both players are just kind of trying, or not really trying to engage super heavily. Recall from January kind of lands them in the back line. Will be a little tricky to get out. Looks like they will manage to escape with their life. No, they won't actually. I spoke too soon. So it is a 4v5 in the favor of the Cats once again. Dynamac falling super low, gets beamed down by the Mauga of egg roll.
Yeah.
So Cats in the driver's seat again.
Oh my god. Honestly, a really big play from Rulupinus there just to stall out cart long enough for his team to come back. Wasn't trying to get a pick, didn't like get too hungry or anything and overextend, and really good play there. They're able to pretty much win the fight because he was just stalling cart there for long enough and let his team make the play.
Yeah. Ari gonna get marked up by the Junker Queen. Will manage to get back to their team. It's the Cats with the cart in their possession once again. Hinder goes out into the Mauga, so they won't manage to get the stomp into the backline. They do have this Kakai Sanctuary on the point now. No ults really yet for these Match Time Dreamers to respond with. Super good engage from the Mauga stomp here. Rampage goes out onto 3. So the health bars are low for the Cat. And Dynamac will manage to find 2 picks here. In response.
Honestly, good ult from Rue. Dynamac was making some plays there.
Yeah, they will also use the Tectonic Shock, putting out damage onto Mistletoe, and they're gonna get the full cap there.
Just like that. Now we did see a bit of a comp swap there too. Mistletoe was actually the one on DPS there, and we had the Freddy Fazbear Sandy backline. So I wonder if they'll go back to that Mistletoe support and try to win it out here. A really good map from the Copenhagen Cats. With that being said, I felt like they were comboing ults, like responding
Yeah,
into ults really well.
their
And yeah,
engages, their
yeah,
engagement
their
timings were
engages,
super in sync as well.
the
So
stomps, the not Mog, the venture digs, and even the on run, like going in, all really good stuff from the Copenhagen Cats. And we have a 2-1 in our hands now.
we have a game. We have a game. No more 3-0s in this group. So
Heck yeah.
we will leave it at that, and we will be back with map 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're here on this map 4 banger that has occurred in front of us. We're going to, what is this, New Junk City now?
New Junk City.
I'm joined along here with Met Braun, Met Word, Met Block, whatever you may know him as. He's here with me. He's casting.
Let's
Um,
go.
and we're just coming back from a really solid map from the Copenhagen Cats where they were able to turn things around, get a map win, get themselves on the board, and hopefully maybe use some of that momentum and bring us back to the lobby. Heck yeah.
Looks like we just
Looks like we're
missed
just
some of,
missing some
yeah.
bans. But
Oh,
as I
good.
was saying, they're Hopefully they can get another win here, take us to a map 5, and maybe even complete the reverse sweep.
Yeah, I think there was a reverse sweep last week, week 4 or something. So maybe this is the season for the reverse sweeps.
Yeah.
It is kind of in the cards now as we have a comp swap for the Match Time Dreamers as they pick up, or as Space Maker had to leave. So
They got to keep this Freddy Fazbear and Mistletoe comp in at all times, and they did swap roles within themselves. So now Mistletoe will be hopping back onto the support. Freddy Fazbear will be on DPS, so maybe that'll change things up. Um, but yeah, maybe the absence of Space Makers, they're feeling it a little more now.
yeah. Anyway, it will be
Bro, what is going on?
a disconnect from January. Nope, January's back.
They're icing the kicker, man. They don't. They're like trying to ice the Copenhagen Cats.
Literally.
I don't know how I feel about the bans though. Um, you've got this infamous Queen player on the other side, and you decide, hey, yeah, let's go ahead and ban Kiri.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I was initially thinking that it was actually the Match Time Dreamers to ban that because that Suzu is pretty detrimental to that rampage, but it is the Cats to ban the Kiriko. It's actually a Mauga ban for the Match Time Dreamers. So Eggroll was able to put out a ton of pressure in that last game. So both teams stepping up here, kind of sleep right away onto Eggroll from Sandy. Orisa into Junker Queen matchup. Will be the gold forced out from Eggroll here, so this is looking like the timing for these Match Time Dreamers. January will go down, but Dynamac just puts out a ton of pressure with their go button there, noticing that gold to be forced out. So 4v3 in favor of the Dreamers, but the backliners, Ari and Rue managed to find 2 there, and it was looking super good for the Match Time Dreamers, but, well, maybe not so simple as the respawns are coming there for the Match Time Dreamers.
Crazy picks from the DPS there. Ari going crazy. Rulupin is able to pick up another pick there. And now that their tank is back, they might be able to be stable, but huge nade from Sandy coming out again. And they're able to get 2 picks off of that.
Yeah, Sandy's coming up huge right here. 2 picks, anti-nade onto everyone. And it was a long drawn-out fight, but Match Time Dreamers are going to take the first cap.
And
We were talking about this a little bit.
Yeah.
I think Sandy might be like definitely in contention for that MVP status this match.
Oh,
They
yeah,
can close it out.
After that fight too, he's creeping up there.
Yeah, that was really well played.
Got a Nano coming in, Barrage coming in on the side of the Match Time Dreamers here. Gonna touch point with the Venture here.
Are gonna go in with that Zarya bubble. Swap from Eggroll off of that Orisa onto that Zarya now. Nano comes out from Sandy onto the Freddy Fazbear Cassidy, but Cat with the Coalescence beams down everyone. Manages to find a 4K with that Coalescence actually.
Yeah, huge. Honestly, really good fight from the Copenhagen Cats there. I do really like the Zarya swap actually. Cleanse yourself with bubbles from some of the Queen abilities like the Jagged Knife or whatever, and the Rampage. So, and the nades too. So I like this swap.
Yeah, kind of like a half replacement for that Kiriko there. Can only cleanse 2 people, but cleanse nonetheless. Will be both teams engaging in this small room here. Barrage from January puts out a ton of damage. Eggroll is gonna fall down. January will get traded, but your tank, it's gonna be pretty hard to win this fight for these Cats now. Oh, but Ari and the DPS line of these Cats want to win it really badly as they use both their DPS ults there.
Yeah, and it's just Dynamac alive here, so.
Yeah, force out that Rampage. Dynamac versus 3. Oh, but it's too much shielding from Cat. And really well played by these Cats.
Yeah, the Ari Venture's going crazy in the backline with the Rulup and his Onron. They're getting support from these bubbles. There was a huge combo there with the swing and the barrage, but it wasn't enough for the Match Time Dreamers, and they're looking at a first point loss on New Junk City.
Yeah, that was really well played. I mean, they were down their tank and they just send it with the Venture and the on-run out there. So
Yeah.
good stuff.
Oh,
Well,
Danny
are
Mac
you gonna
clean
get
kill onto the Venture though.
are gonna go down early. So they do have the advantage now. Danny Mac stepping up in this front line. Just
Walking
big
through the
anti-nade.
Zarya.
Big anti-nade from Sandy. Finds Mel. Yeah. And it's probably gonna be a late stagger onto Rue Lupinus. Yeah. So Match Time Dreamers striking back.
And it is reminiscent of first point where you cap and win the first fight. They do have a mistletoe coming out here. Ray's gonna come out, but not before Danny Mac can just kill the Ahri beforehand.
This guy will check around every single corner and ensure there's no flanker. So, yeah. Unfortunate from the Venture there. Danny Mac stepping up even more, looking for something else. Gonna take a lot of damage. Oh, but it's actually the Kakai gonna get lost by Melt there from the shots of January. It's going to be the Ray out from Mistletoe as Sandy does fall in the trades. But Match Time Dreamers are going to secure this point and find all the rest of the cleanup there.
Yeah, it's gonna look like a pretty rough touch here for the Copenhagen Cats as they're dwindling down to the last 20%.
Last 20%, you do got a few ults to work with. That Cat Coalescence did come up huge, but you are running into that Rampage pretty shortly from Danny Mac, and it looks like the Cats are just going to give up this point and look to establish their space on third point.
Yeah, really good response from the Match Time Dreamers there. They're able to 100-0 that point. No funny shenanigans happening in the back line on the side of Ahri and Rue Lupinus there, so we'll see how this next point goes. They do have Grav, and they can combo it with the on-run if they'd like to, or even with Coalescence.
Yeah, this Grav will have to come up early, or else they're going to be running into that Rampage from Danny Mac. Ahri looking to engage with the bubble from Eggroll. Nano Boost comes out onto Danny Mac. Danny Mac going to find Cat super early there. Will be a trade of Freddy Fazbear. January managed to find Mel. Mistletoe will fall as well. Let's just trades back and forth. 2v2 on point. Rampage comes out from Danny Mac. DPS looking to come up big here as R uses the tectonic shock.
Oh my god.
Finds
The
two.
nonsense is happening again.
Classic Cats down their tank, just looking to use the DPS ults and win the fight.
Thanks for having my back.
Yeah, which honestly, it makes sense. Your tank's down, trade back lines. Sweet, the way you can win these type of fights, and they're doing that pretty successfully here, as they're able to win the first fight for third point and get some percentage on the board.
And I think you really like your ultimates if you're the Cats as well. And the Match Time Dreamers had to use a lot for that last fight. It's gonna be the Deadeye from Freddy Fazbear here onto the Venture. Are gonna fall super low, but it's gonna get picked up there.
Venture is just doing way too much. They didn't even have to use grab, and they pretty much won the fight. And if they get these stagger picks here, it is gonna be last fight.
They are gonna lose
Sandy's
their
gonna go down,
Mizuki.
no more cooldowns. Oh my god, but he almost kills Venture.
They are gonna, yeah, Sandy gonna fall late. So even though your Mizuki does fall from the Cats, they're gonna be back faster than their Ana. So it's looking like these Match Time Dreamers probably not gonna touch here. January is gonna go on the flank. Gonna think about it a little bit. Gonna think about it a little bit more. It's gonna go touch the point here, but gonna get taken out really quickly here. Eggroll does a Graviton Surge to maybe do something with here. Danny Mac stepping up onto point here, but Eggroll's just zoning out everyone as Danny Mac steps up here, and they're gonna find those picks. So, gonna be the Cats pick up another point on New Junk City.
Yeah, and honestly, really good job, really good discipline from the Copenhagen Cats there to not even invest in ultimate, even though they went for that last second touch. Me personally, I would have popped grab, I would have ulted, I would have used coalescence, used everything. But
Really,
good stuff there
good
from the
discipline.
Cats.
It is the Match Time Dreamers to come up here with a few more ults. They do have that Nano Boost to work with, but again, that Grav can come up huge here.
it's looking juicy as Mistletoe's walking up a little too close for my liking, but Danny Mac actually is going to be the first one to get the kill onto the Moira.
Find that Moira. Whoa, but Nano Boost. Danny Mac falls super low, but gets the Nano Boost from Sandy and gonna find a Rampage onto pretty much everyone. Egg roll super, super low. Response from the on-run ult here from Rue. Gonna find Mistletoe, but you're down so many players. It's just the on-run alive. So, Match Time Dreamers punching back.
Yeah, both DPS ults come out from the side of the Copenhagen Cats there, and not much to show for it as the Match Time Dreamers win that fight out, and they're looking to answer back. They're not going down without a fight here.
Yeah. Hopefully we can see this. I think this grab could probably be used here from Eggroll. Has been holding on to this for quite some time now. Is gonna rip it onto the Mistletoe Juno. And Ari will go and find Sandy in the midst of this. High Noon does come out from Freddy Fazbear, so the DPS will find their counterparts from the side of the Match Time Dreamers, but supports plus tank is pretty tough to fight into. So
yeah, and we're getting a bit more even of a point here, not another 100-0. As the Copenhagen Cats cap here, all they needed was grab there, I guess, which is the only ultimate that you had, but you're happy to take that fight win for sure.
yeah, they are gonna have to run into quite a few ultimates now. That barrage from January as well as that orbital ray. Oh, and Ari is gonna go down early here from the pressure of January. Rue is in the backline though, putting out a lot of pressure, manages to force out the barrage. And is gonna get chased around by January's Pharah. But in the midst of that, Eggroll is gonna get taken down by Danny Mac. Sandy to find Rue as well. And it looks like these cats are just gonna die on point here as January just finds a ton of picks late into that fight.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think the DPS line from the Cats are getting a little too greedy right now. You still want to look for that chaos in the mid fight like they were doing those other 3 points instead of like starting off in the back line, you know?
Yeah. They will have another touch to work with here. Rulipinus will get that first tick, but I think it's a little bit early to get the actual touch. Ari's gonna find the Pharah. Rue will go down in response. Ray as well as the Rampage comes out from Match Time Dreamers. And I think this Coalescence from Cat is just maybe a little bit late to save their health bars here, as well as the Tectonic Shock from Ari. Does manage to pick up Mistletoe, but you're running into the Danny Mac and Freddy Fazbear on points, so maybe a little bit overzealous, but I can't hate it since it worked quite a few other fights.
Yeah, can't blame somebody for trying to make a play there. Maybe you still wish you had that ult for last fight, but if you win that, you're like, oh shoot, like I'm him.
Right. Top 10 plays of the week right there.
Exactly.
It's going to be match point here. Both teams looking really even on this New Junk City here.
Yeah, it is getting close. Not too many good ults coming from the side of the Match Time Dreamers here, and they're the first ones to fall anyway, so.
Yeah, they strike pretty tough with that Nano Pharah. January just able to put out a ton of pressure mid-fight there. Just, I think they just beamed down Cat right away, even without the Nano Boost, so it's gonna be a pretty convincing win. They are gonna find Panini off on the angle so low. They are gonna find that Cassidy, so really good pick, but the Cat is gonna fall, so not so clear. It's a 4v4 down that Juno. It's gonna be pretty hard for the Cats to push any further as Eggroll is going to fall. And it's probably just gonna be some staggers onto the rest of the team. So another clean fight when you did get the Cassidy, but maybe that was just the bait that you needed for your team to crash out on the rest.
Yeah, honestly, nice play from Sandy there. Is able to hit a big purple when they're trying to walk up there. And Danny Mac's able to follow up on that purple. Sleeps the on-run that's engaging onto them, so he doesn't get traded out. Big plays from Sandy.
And it's going to be Ari to get taken down there early into this fight. This is looking pretty tough for these Cats. As the trades are in there, the grab does come out from Eggroll, but you're just working with the on-run, the Moira touch point. They do get the touch, but it's 2v5. Just the on-run with a hope and a dream. They're going to get a rocket straight to the face. Wait, Ari with some last minute heroics. Rampage from Danny Mac. They are gonna get the touch. And
And
another
ball's
stall from
coming
the
back.
Wrecking Ball. Ari will fall to the concussive blast of January. Cat does manage to find Mistletoe, but Nano boosts onto
Oh.
the Danny Mac. And even though there's some last minute heroic touches there, that is going to be game.
Yeah,
Victory
too
for the Match Time Dreamers.
yeah, too little too late there from the Copenhagen Cats. Um, Honestly, unfortunate way to go out there at the end of such a close map and to just get 100 owed. Feels like a real gut punch.
Yeah, a little bit
Uh,
anticlimactic as there were some huge DPS plays on the side of the Cats, but ult trades and some pretty heroics from the Match Time Dreamers able to shut them down.
and I don't know. We can talk about this MVP. I think I know who I actually want to pick, but I want to hear you. I want to hear you first.
My choice was really leaning towards Sandy. I'm trying to think like who else. January is coming up huge as well.
Yeah,
You expect your Danny Mac to play well, so
yeah.
I
I
don't know if I
think
can give it to him.
I agree. I think Sandy, the first one, that's like just the first name that pops into my head. He's playing that support role, so I
Yeah,
always feel like it's a little bit harder to get that. So if you can
right,
impress us while playing support, I think we just give it to Sandy.
right. That'll be it. Sandy MVP. I think they played super well, all things considered. Really, really valuable on every single map. So good stuff. Good stuff. Now the question is, do we get an interview? Do we get an interview
Hmm.
going? Hey there. There we go.
Uh,
Hello.
this is new for me. I haven't
Welcome.
been here before.
Well,
No,
welcome.
this is
First time for
first.
everything.
First interview.
Yeah.
Let's go. You are our match MVP. I thought
Thank
you
you.
played very well. Very well on
I
that
f-
Ana.
I appreciate it. I wasn't feeling match today, so I thought that I'll just force it and we'll go down with the ship if it doesn't work.
Well, your ship didn't sink, and it worked. You guys looked pretty dominant there.
Thank you. The whole team played really well. It's unfortunate the circumstances of the match with starting late and just all the Ringa situations. We had three different Ringas lined up uh to play just in case it went long
Oh
enough.
man.
Yeah.
Well, that's
So
good. We've been talking about the Ana a little bit, but honestly, the curry was looking really well too. What did you have for lunch today? I need the secret recipe.
uh I didn't eat. I found out I play better when I'm malnourished, so I don't eat before match.
Okay,
Hmm.
Aurora, I advise against this. Please do not do this.
It's like
Please
well, like
eat
for
food,
me,
eat your food and veggies and all that good stuff.
yeah, for me it's like if I deprive my brain and body of so much that it can only focus on one thing, I lock in on only Overwatch because I don't have enough brain power to think about anything else.
I'm calling placebo effect on that. But with
Maybe.
that being said, I think we can go ahead and ask El Clasico. If you had to give your match MVP up to any one of your teammates, who would it be?
Oh, Jan. Absolutely Jan. I thought Jan
Okay.
would be here. The
Yeah,
the
I
Pharah was crazy. I mean, the whole game plan was we lost one map with Pharah banned, and immediately we said, oh, we'll get Pharah back next time, and we don't think they can do anything into it.
yeah, I agree. Jan was up there too in our
Yeah.
conversations for match MVP, but we decided to go with you, Sandy. So congrats, welcome.
I appreciate
I'm
it.
sure you'll have many more of these interviews because you're just awesome.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Very well played. We'll leave you to celebrate with your team.
Yep,
Um,
thank you.
I think that's all from us.
All right,
GG's.
thank you.
Yeah,
Have a nice night.
GG's. You
You
too.
too. Yeah, that
Alrighty.
was a good game.
Yeah. Thank you everybody for tuning in, watching me and Matt cast. Thank you, Corey, for prodding. You're the goat. And
Literally.
good night, Aurora.
Good night, everyone. See you later.